Welcome to Landria Onkka on YouTube. Here to help you break through fears and live an awesome life. Coffee chat and spiritual butt kick today. I'm going to give you an exercise, a practice, because we're going into fourth. We're so over talking about trivial stuff now. All right, so if you want trivial stuff, there's a lot of channels out there dealing with this. But right now, I want to show you how you are going to change your life entirely and do a complete shift into something new. And that is to become a completely new person. You see, every probability exists for you right now. Every probability within realms that we can't even imagine. Everything that's happening in your life has been created by you. You are allowed to create anything, including the ending of this planet. And then the collective consciousness that's on that same frequency will join you in that. They'll be a part of that reality. That's why we're functioning together saying, well, how come other people are in my reality if it's my own? Because those people fit into the reality that you're choosing to create. And if you shift into another reality, you decide you don't want that reality, it's not working for you, and you shift, those people will switch out. And new people will come in, and that new reality will be created. I want you to look around your life. Look at your life right now. Your job, how you earn money, if you're earning money. Are you struggling with money? Are you in a bad relationship? Are you in no relationship and you're lonely? Are you being treated poorly by anybody? Do you have, dysfunctional family issues? I want you to look at every part of your life right now and ask yourself what you would change. Now, I have an e-course you can sign up for, but I have one coming up called One Big Thing that addresses all of this. And we look at what is happening in our life that no longer serves us. The next thing I want you to do after you pick those things and you say, I must change this, I must change this, I must change this. Dissatisfaction, discomfort. We do not have to live in that anymore. We're transitioning out of it. No more karma, no more stuff. You're working it all out right now. All right? But the way you can get out of that karma and those relationships that you purposely were in, some of them maybe you were being abused this time because maybe you were the abuser in the last time. Don't question these roles. That's the ego. Not that this shouldn't be happening because our memories got wiped out, so we don't understand this. So we feel like victims. You're not a victim. You're in control, right? Right now, I'm telling you, you're in control. This is a fact. So look at those situations. What do I want to change? What person must I become to change that? Boom. Do you have to make a decision? Do you have to stop hanging out with somebody who's just not good for you? Good to you or good for you? Do you have to make decisions about what you do for a living? Is the company you're working for destroying the planet? Or harming animals? Or any of the above? Or are they treating you badly? Is it a structure you don't believe in anymore? We change the planet and our lives when we take control. This is your spiritual butt kick. We take control and we change things by doing that, and it starts with you. So when we sit here and we look at it and say the world is wrong, it's going, we are not changing the world. Changing the world means that you must get yours in complete check. Let's do that first. I am changing the frequency of the planet, one light being a time, and it started with this one. Now, I want you to ask yourself what you can do to change that. The first thing is going to be to change what you believe and think about that situation. If there's any part of you that's blaming that person, that situation, your upbringing, your country, and whether you have, advantages or not, then get the story out of your head. It's made up and it's holding you back. It's not serving you well. It's a disempowering story. Am I telling myself a disempowering story? Number 2, am I telling myself a disempowering story? What do I need to change? Number 1, am I telling myself a disempowering story? Change that story. This is part of my 3-second manifest. Change that story. And we're talking about your life now, not just one negative thought. We're talking about your life. Who is the person that doesn't have the abusive relationship? Well, she would never allow that to happen. He would never allow that to happen. They would plan, make a good plan, do what it takes, get out of that situation, and start to take care of themselves properly. And know that that is totally possible. It is totally possible. There is always help when you ask for it and you're ready for it. And the reason many people aren't finding that assistance is because they don't believe that they can do that. And so they're still in victim mode and they want somebody else to make it okay for them. When you take charge and you become the person, you say, I am in charge, I can change this, and all the players that will assist me will be there, including your angels. Ask. You have to ask them for help, and then they will proceed to present things, but you have to be ready for it. And you have to take the action to do it. Hit your job? Well, you know me, I quit my investment banking business after 25 years. I wrote my book, I have a movie, I have a couple of highly lucrative businesses online, and I change people's lives at the same time. You see, we separate that. Oh, you're making money. Oh, this is wrong. Get it out of your head. Those rules are made up crap in your head if you're telling yourself those are restrictions or it's wrong. Somebody somewhere told you that, and you're believing it. You can earn money. You can do good things with it. You can earn money doing positive things. You are educated enough, and if you don't have the skills you need, then you need to go get them. Don't be afraid to go learn something new. Oh, I'm too old. I hear that. Well, that's another story. It's a bullcrap story. You know why? The Matrix wants you to be useless after age 60. I hear people in their 40s telling me, oh, it's too late. It's a load of crap. My family's Scandinavian. They don't think that way. They'd be in their 80s, going back to school. Why? If I'm alive and I'm healthy and I can do it, then I'll do it. Stephen Hawking couldn't even speak or function. He was in a wheelchair. Worked to the last breath. Why? He loved what he did. That's why he lived so long. He wasn't supposed to live past his 20s. He lived long because he loved what he did. He kept his mind going. He kept sharing and learning. Are you doing that? No more victim mode. We're getting out of it. What do I need to change in my life? Need in a positive way. What do I need to change in my life? I'm taking charge today. What is that? Boom. What's that story in my head that's keeping me there? It's made up crap. It's made up. I have to change that story. I'm going to change this story. Now what do I have to do to change that situation? Because I am now doing a reality shift to be that person who no longer tells that story, who no longer is going to live that life, and karma and your reality changes today just with that thought alone. You just shifted. Just with that thought alone you did. Why? Because the old you is sitting here going, wah, wah, wah. And the new you that just said there's an opening created an opening. And if you continue to go down that road, it opens wider and wider and wider. You reality shifted and you can go anywhere. Everything happening in your life is you creating it. This is a play. What do you want your play to look like? How do you want it to end? Who do you want to be within that play? Be okay with the challenges. Hey, have you ever watched a movie where there was no challenge? That'd be boring, right? It's called a documentary. And even those have challenges in them, right? There's always controversy. That's what we're here for. But we always do something. In a movie, they do something with it. There's a triumph or a positive ending or, good over evil. We're not going to go into that space. There is no good, there is no evil. There's just an experience. And if you don't like your experience, change it. Oh, it's easy for you to say, oh, there's a bullshit story. Sorry. It's not Sunday. But you have more talented or advantages or you're smarter. There's the story. See, catch yourself in the story. and reality shift into the person who never says that again, who never thinks it again and says, whoa, that was my bullshit story. There it was, the BS story again. What's that? Oh well. You may know where it comes from, you may not, but I'll tell you what, the collective has reinforced those stories. Change the story, change your reality, take that action. What does that new person have to do? And I'm going to take charge. And I'm not going to look to other people to save me, but I will go to other people for the assistance, for the training, for the guidance, for the whatever counseling. And then you will change your life. You will go into the 5th dimension, because that's the 4th dimension of change, where it falls off or you stay there. And that means you're going to go down to the 3rd. You stay in the 3rd. The 4th is when you have a chance to change all of that and shift into that new reality. Or you go to the other earth that destroys itself. You want to go to the new earth? It's beautiful. It's amazing. It's happening. It's already happening right now. People felt it. Last October 2018, people felt it. I felt a huge shift. I'm feeling like we're going into something amazing right now. We're going to get to a point where we won't even have to eat. I was told that. I get messages. Do you think that's crazy? Well, that's another story you're telling yourself too. That we don't have access to that amazing nothingness and everything that gives us all the answers, that guides us. And if you're not tapping into that, then you're staying in the 3rd density that limits you. Let's step into a new reality, a reality shift today. You ready? You're whole and perfect, strong and powerful, loving, harmonious, and happy. Blessings to you, my friend. That mantra is from the Master Key System. Read that book, Miracles Happen. And also, if you don't like that mantra, get one that empowers you. And say it every day out loud. Because you are powerful and perfect. Tap into what you are. Namaste.